Man, this thing plays great. What's going on, guys? Super happy, and who wouldn't have a smile on their face if they just bought this Gibson J-45? This is probably my favorite acoustic I've ever played. This is a 2016 J-45. I'm going to talk about a couple of things in the guitar, and I'm going to do a little bit of playing around with it so you guys, know what's going on with it. But I got to say, off the bat, completely beautiful guitar. I mean, it's simple and it's perfection. I mean, not only that, but when you just put it in your hands, it just feels like a super sturdy acoustic guitar, just like how you think one would feel, especially made by Gibson. So there's a couple cool things about this thing, and I'll go over specs too. One thing I'd have to say is, at least for me, I bought this used, and I didn't have to do anything to the neck or nothing. It was set up perfect. I mean, I couldn't have been more happy. So lucked out on that. A couple things I really like on this guitar are that it has the Grover Rotomatic tuners in it. Stay in tune super well. It's amazing. Another cool thing about this guitar is it actually has scallop bracing on this top layer of wood, which I think makes a really good mid-tone kind of on your guitar. And it just, I got a Gibson Gospel as well, if you guys refer to any of my other older videos. I still have it, and I'm sure I'll be using it in the future as well. But if you scroll through the older ones, you'll be able to find it. This guitar, it's not too bassy and it's not too trebly. It's just right. The mids are right there. It's the perfect mix in a guitar, that you could dream of. So into the specs here, we got your mahogany neck. You got a rosewood fingerboard, 12-inch compound radius on the frets. You got the Graphtec black nut up here, and then your saddle down here is going to be a Tusk saddle, and your bridge is as well going to be rosewood, just like the fingerboard. Super strong construction here with the dovetail joint with the neck and the body, and it goes, I believe the joint it is connected at the 14th fret, so right here. And like I said, Grover tuner, Rotomatics. You got your 17 degrees headstock on your guitar. You got Sitka spruce top, mahogany sides, mahogany back, and this thing's loaded with the LG Bags Element pickup. It sounds great, and it's awesome because for how good it sounds, you got one volume, one tone. That's all you need, and it sounds great. My Gibson Gospel, it has, I couldn't even begin to start with how many function it has on the electronics, and it's just completely crazy. Not only that, but it has a 1/4-inch and an XLR microphone output to it, which is pretty wild too. So it's cool to have that function, but when you have a guitar this well built, you don't need anything more than volume and tone. And I love that about this guitar. Super simple, and it sounds phenomenal. Let's see. You got your classic binding over on the top. You got binding around the sound hole. And you got your teardrop pickup, or your pick guard. And it's really nice and thick. I doubt you guys can see any contour here, but it's just got that really nice kind of glossy finish to it, and looks nice and thick. Looks great, especially on this classic Sunburst. Beautiful guitar. So let's get into how this thing sounds. Let's just play some chords. So again, great response with the mid-range, especially strumming it, you know, fairly, you know, hard, just giving it to the guitar a little bit. It's very clean sounding, and I didn't mention this, but it also has this slim tapered neck on it, and it feels great in your hand, especially when you're cording everything out. It just feels like how an acoustic should feel. So I'll do some slower kind of strumming things, just so you see how it sounds. So you could get a lot of tones out of this guitar as well with just changing where you're strumming at, and it's, you know, awesome. You should be able to do that with, you know, all of the guitars, but to be able to have this much variety, you know, and have it all sound great is perfect. Sometimes I think when it comes to acoustic guitars, there's a sweet spot of just where you always want to be around, but you can strum anywhere on this and it sounds great. So do a little finger picking for you. So super easy to finger pick on this. Not only that, but it's such a good tone. It, you know, it sounds loud too. It's not your EJ200 kind of loudness, but I mean, it's very clear, easy to play. So it's one great thing about this guitar. You know, you could do a lot of just good riffs on this, and it's gonna make it sound amazing. So here's another one. A little quick finger kind of picking riff there, and so just super smooth sounding guitar, and the way it plays is completely unbeatable. You know, if you guys are contemplating getting this guitar, especially if you see it at a reasonable price, whether it's retail or used, usually the used ones, you could get an older one, probably $1,400 to probably a hair over $2,000. Brand new on the Gibson website, I believe they're about 27.5. So pretty pricey guitar. But if you're contemplating it and you guys don't know if you're gonna get it or not, you know, I would say go buy it right now. But if you're gonna, you know, before you buy a guitar, you gotta go play it and make sure it all checks out, of course. But I guarantee you, if you go play it, you're going to be walking home with it the same day. So that's what I did. You know, just you'll fall right in love with it. So yeah, that's the Gibson J-45. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Shake the Frost cover by Tyler Childers. I'll be using this guitar along with my Bluebird mic. And the other thing too is to stay tuned for another review on this guitar's electronics. So thanks again, guys.